Hello from 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning, Kristina, looking a little crazy. I am so upset right now. I did not feel good last night, so I didn't edit yesterday's video. It was a shorter one. I didn't edit yesterday's video until this morning, and I had maybe 30 seconds left of this video exporting to my desktop. I had my thumbnail done. I was literally ready to just, within a minute, drag it, upload it into YouTube, and move about my day. And our power shut off in our house for like 5 seconds. It was just off long enough to turn my laptop off, all the lights off in the house, my tree, literally everything. And it came back on, and there's a minute missing from my export. And in Premiere Pro, it didn't save any of my work. Not a single clip I uploaded into the software. Not the audio. Literally nothing. The project is freaking blank. I am so mad right now. I'm like about to cry, and this was a short video. God, I have the music lined up perfectly to end at the right time before my outro. Oh, I'm so upset right now. I have to finish it, and I have to do it all over again. Oh, there is like a minute missing from what was able to export, but it looks like maybe the formatting might be wrong. I don't know. I haven't even really looked at it. When I first restarted my computer, I like opened it up, and it looked like maybe some of the audio was like messed up or something was like wonky with it. I can't upload it that way though. It's not complete. I'm literally about to cry right now. I'm so mad. We have so much shit to do today. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Anyway, I guess while I'm here, I'll tell you that I didn't open my yarn yesterday, so we can open 2 yarns today. And sorry, I'm like scary looking. I have a lot to share. I have to go to the post office today. I mentioned I'm doing a yarn swap with some yarny folks, and so I have been digging through my stash for my partner to find some things to send to them. So I have everything all packaged up here. I'm so excited for them to get it. I ran out and got some like extra holiday goodies for them and some other things, and so I need to package this up and take it to the post office this morning, which was going to be my next stop here. I was trying to get ahead of my day, edit super early. I'm already on my second cup of coffee. I was really trying to set myself up for a good day, but it can still be a good day. This is just a hiccup. Ugh, I'm so frustrated. I need to stop rubbing my eyes. Anyway, so I have to go to the post office today. And I think we're also going to be going to Costco today to finish up some Christmas shopping. We're doing a Secret Santa with our family. And so there's something that I think they will really like that is at Costco. So, and we also need some things for the house. And my husband, surprise, needs to get ready to make his holiday seasoning batch. So there's a good chance we might go and try to get bulk seasonings this year, which is something we've never done before. Usually we run around and like just try to find as much of what we need at like Walmart and Giant Eagle and Aldi and all the stores around us. But I think we're going to try and get some stuff for him in bulk at Costco, and that might make his process a little easier. I don't know what else. Tomorrow is the annual Christmas brunch with my husband's side of the family. So we're doing that tomorrow. Basically, it's a busy weekend, and also we have so much laundry. Anyway, lots of things to do. Lots of errands. Let me show you my knitting. I am behind on my socks. I think this cozy knitter is ready for the heel. This is like where I'm at on sock 1. And sock 2 has a little bit of spoiler of today's color, but I think that should be okay by the time this video goes up. I have gotten the heel flap and gusset done. Look how pretty it looks. I'm pleased. And then I was able to get through yesterday's color, and then to finish off my gusset decrease round, I did knit into today's color a little bit last night, which is this really pretty yellow. So I'm going to try and keep this sock up to date while I get the rest of my socks through the heel. When I get behind on my knitting, it's usually around the heel time. So I'm a little behind again, but it's okay. I also, oh my gosh, I'm starting to get a little overwhelmed with all the holiday things that need to be done. I just feel like there's so much to do in a day and not enough hours in a day. I really need to finish this sock. I've barely touched it, so I don't know. I feel like I need to sit and knit a whole bunch, and then I also need to not be sitting and knitting and doing a ton of other things, so I need to knit faster is the truth of it. But to make you laugh here, I'm in denial about how behind I am because I started a new project. So I was going to say, as I showed you in yesterday's video, which is now bringing me to tears because yesterday's video is destroyed currently, so I have to do it all over again. I dug through my stash and I decided that the yarn I wanted to use was this alpaca yarn from a couple advent calendars ago. I mentioned it, I don't know, a few vlogs ago. And I get in there. I really liked how neutral and soft the colors were, and I knew they would work well together no matter what capacity I knit them in. So I pulled out my coats last night and I pulled out my yarn, and my husband helped me decide which colors I should at least start with because I'm kind of winging it. I did look at a few, I've been talking about this, I did look at a few scarf patterns or like cowl patterns or like circle scarf patterns. God, my hair looks so stupid right now. I looked at a couple patterns and I found a free pattern last night that I had saved or downloaded in my stash. I cannot recall what it is called. I've had it saved for a very long time. It's like Scrappy Bits or something, and basically you make a magic knot loop and you cast on a certain amount and you provisional cast on, and then you just knit until your desired length or till your magic ball is gone, and it's meant to use up like all the little extra scrappy bits that you have to make a really colorful, like unique scarf. So I looked at that and I didn't purchase the, gosh, what is that called? The litmus cowl. I didn't purchase that pattern because it looked really similar to this. And then I decided to kind of go my own way and cast something on. So I decided to use, I'm going to start with this black. It's like a very heathered black. And of course, it's very hard to see. I did not get that far, but I don't like the provisional cast on. So I just decided to do a long tail cast on. And when it comes to joining, I'll just wing it and it'll be fine. I'm not particularly too concerned. So I did cast this on. I cast on 100 stitches on a US size 4 needle. And I don't know how long this needle is. It was just the first one that I found, and it looked like it was going to be the right size. And so I decided to do that. This might be a 16-inch circular. I honestly could go down a size. I feel like it's just a little bit challenging for me to like knit through, and this yarn is so like slippery. But I did work on this a little bit last night. I got it started, and there's a little more space in the stockinette, I think, than I would like, so I could go down a needle size, but I think it'll be fine because it's going to end up being double thick. When I block it, I think it'll bloom the yarn a little bit, and it'll look really nice. So that is what I'm doing. Ugh, it's so nice to just knit stockinette around. Anyway, so I have that going. And I think that's about all my knitting to share, but I did not open yesterday's yarn or today. I left my coffee in the other room. I'm off to a rough start. Anyway, so I have days 13 and 14 to open. So let's open those now. Wow. Oh, I'm liking this. Okay, so here's yesterday, day 13. This is much lighter in person than what it's showing. This looks a little more accurate. This is what it looks like. And then here's day 14. So 13 and 14 are getting lighter. Really, really pretty. So those are the yarns. Okay, I need to go bribe myself with some more coffee and I guess re-edit this video. I'm so mad. And then I have to get ready for the day and then I'm going to go to the post office and then we're probably going to go to Costco. All right, I'll see you later. Hello, it is now 2:25 and I think we may just be home for the rest of the day, which I'm super excited about. I was actually able to save my video from earlier. What I did was I watched what actually ended up exporting and then putting that clip back into Premiere Pro and then just adding the audio and editing basically any videos that were not included in that last minute, basically, if that makes sense. Probably not to you, I don't know. Anyway, there were only a handful of clips that didn't actually end up making it into the very end of that vlog, so I was able to just pop those in at the end and not have to re-edit the entire thing, which is really nice. And then I took a shower, did some skincare, got ready for the day, and then we stopped at the post office where I dropped off my package. We went to Costco. Actually, we stopped at Chick-fil-A and had lunch. And then we went to Costco. And at Costco, we got 90% of our Christmas shopping done. And honestly, feeling super relieved on that. So now I'm going to do some laundry and try to finish my socks. Hi. Where are you going? Anyway, so I'm working on some laundry now. My goal for the rest of the day is to try and get some work done on my cozy knitter in between loads. And I think I'm going to alternate between it and this gift knit sock and just see how much I can realistically get done the rest of today. Good morning. It is December 16th and I just have to start off by apologizing because I dropped the ball on vlogging this weekend. I don't know, the hustle and bustle of the holiday is really getting to me. I think there's just been a lot of things that have been happening. We went and got all of our Christmas shopping done on Saturday. I say almost all of our Christmas shopping. And then yesterday we had our regular get ready for the week day. We went grocery shopping, meal prepped a little. I'm currently baking a loaf of bread, so I'm just waiting for it to come out of the oven right now and getting ready to start my work day. I was off one day and I have 31 unread emails. It's looking like a lot of them are spam though. So, but then we also had Christmas brunch yesterday, which I basically didn't vlog any of at all. So here we are. It's Monday, so I'm combining the weekend with today, which obviously you now know because you're watching this video. But I wanted to start this video by showing you my progress on my cozy knitter socks. I will show you where I'm sitting with my woolens and Osh socks because I haven't shown those to you in a few days. And then I don't know if I'm going to do this right now or a little bit later, but I did pull out my cozy knitter sock from 2 years ago that fits the best. And so I'm going to measure this sock today to figure out where I need to go on my woolens and Osh socks. So in terms of, do I need to keep knitting the leg or can I start the heel flap at some point? So let me start by showing you my cozy knitter. I have started just a little bit of today's stripes. I'm almost complete. So I'm through the heel on both of these socks. Let me pull the other one up to show you. And then for me, it just makes sense in my brain to end on the row where I have, I'll show you in a quick second here, but this is where I'm at with both socks. But for my brain, it's easier for me to end as you can see, I have my knit two together, knit one at the beginning of like my gusset decrease round. And it's easier for me to remember that that's like the beginning of my round when I'm doing the gusset decreases. So I have, if I'm like going through my colored stripes and I get to the next color and I'm not at a point where I can leave 3 stitches left at the end at the beginning of like my gusset decrease row, I'll keep knitting till I get to that point. So I did start, this looks like it's about to be pale yellow. This pale yellow color is going to be today's stripes. So that is where I stopped. And I think this stripe I'm going to be done with my gusset decreases on. And I have to say, normally the gusset decreases when I'm knitting just a regular vanilla sock feel like they take forever. But when you're doing them with stripes and you're only knitting 1 stripe a day, like realistically, it's taken me 1, 2, 3, and about a half stripes to finish it, which felt so fast. So that is where I am with my cozy knitter. So doing pretty good at keeping up to date. My goal is to continue to keep up to date on those. I also want to show you, I am going to show you my woolens and Osh in a minute, but this is where I am on a gift knit sock. I need to finish this sock this week. I got to the, where is it? Right here. I got to the heel flap over the weekend, and then I thought I would pick it up yesterday, but I ended up not having time to do that. So I need to finish this heel flap because I need to finish this sock this week as soon as possible. So this is what I'm going to be focusing on the next couple of days, because I need to bind it off. I need to wash and block it. And then I need to package it up and ship it across the country for my friend. So those are my current socks. I am, sorry about my squeaky chair. I am going to show you my woolens and Osh socks right now. But let me count the stripes so you'll know what day I'm on if you're trying to avoid a spoiler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm only through the 11th stripe. So I've not knit on these in 5 days apparently. 3, 2, 1, look away. here's where I am on my woolens and nosh. So I'm at this point where I basically stopped just before I started my heel flap on my cozy knitter. But I have a feeling, maybe I'll measure this right now. I have a feeling that I'm going to need to continue knitting this leg for a little while. Because right now, I'm almost halfway. It looks like from the time I started my first stripe to I'm through the black stripe, I'm at just about 6.5 inches. And she has said in her video that I watched, did I talk about this? I watched the Woolens and Nosh video where she was talking about, I put the sock away, by the way, so you can come back, I'm sorry. I was watching the Woolens and Nosh video that she made talking about like tips and tricks for how to knit this sock. I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but I was watching it and she said that the sock tube was going to be 14 inches long. So I'm honestly about halfway. So I wonder if I measure this cozy knitter sock, how many before like the heel flap I was. How many inches, I mean. So this was like 5.5. Okay. 6 inches on my foot. This seems a little stressful. Oh, I'm worried it's not going to fit. Their stripe. I guess this is going to be if I were to do a contrast color toe. So if I do a contrast color toe and I did the contrast color heel, cuff, my sock length is 11 inches. If I include the toe and I don't do a contrast color toe on my cozy knitter, then it looks like I'm closer to 12 inches for a sock. Decisions. So that would mean if it's about to be 14 inches and I need, did I just say 6 for the toe? Why have I forgotten so quickly? I mean 6 for the foot. Ugh, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to have to remeasure that later, but I think there's a chance I'll need to start my heel when I have, what's 6 minus 14? I'm not good at math this early. Oh gosh. Okay, well, I'm going to have to figure this out a different day. But I'm going to open my minis for yesterday and today right now because I haven't opened them yet. So here's day 15. This is yesterday. So pretty. And then this is day 16 today. All right, time for me to get back to work. You guys, I am having such a bad Monday. I'm having a terrible start to my week. Why is this so awful looking? This does not look any better. Anyway, so I'm coming downstairs right now because I actually have, my husband and I both have an appointment tonight with the naturopath that we've been seeing. I talked about this a lot last Vlogmas. A lot of you know I've been having issues with my gallbladder, and I was basically told by like my regular medical doctor and a specialist that I had gallstones and that essentially my only option was to remove my gallbladder. But when I inquired about getting more testing or tried to get a second opinion, nobody would really explain my blood work to me or any of my test results or really consider a second opinion. And so I decided to take it upon myself to look into like what my options were rather than a major organ removal. Because from the test results that I saw, my gallstones were a result of some other underlying issues that I had been having and some autoimmune things, and not necessarily because my gallbladder was dead and then I needed to get it removed. And so I decided to try and save my gallbladder. So I've been working with a naturopath for a little over the last year, and things have been going very well. I also have talked, I think I've talked about this. I will link her below on Instagram. There's a woman, we actually share the same birthday. I found out this year, which was kind of fun fact. But this woman, her name is Olivia Hawes, and she, like me, had some gallbladder issues, and she's certified in this. I am not a medical professional, but she's a gallbladder nutritionist, and she has literally dedicated her life and her career and started a business to help women specifically who have issues with their gallbladder and are trying to save their gallbladder and opt to not have it removed, and to make some like lifestyle changes and take a more natural and holistic approach to I never turned the stove on. I was coming down here to make an AeroPress as a treat to myself, is what I was going to tell you, because I'm having a bad day. Anyway, so I started working with a naturopath last year, and honestly, it really changed my life. And I also followed a lot of the guidance that the gallbladder nutritionist recommends. She just came out with like an herbal supplement and tea line, which I'm super excited about. And I just ordered a couple of like gallbladder friendly teas, or gallbladder support teas. And I'm just anxiously waiting for them to come because I'm so excited. Anyway, we have an appointment with our naturopath. My husband decided to see him, the naturopath that we're seeing earlier this year. We are both fine, so I'm not trying to sound dramatic here, but we have like a checkup appointment basically with him tonight. We schedule on the same day so we can just go together. So it's like kind of a fun thing that we do. But anyway, I have honestly had a really terrible work day, and I have nothing else to say about it except for the fact that there are a lot of things out of my control that are really frustrating, and a lot of fires keep popping up, and I have continued to be talking about this the last 3 weeks, but it's hard for me to get on here and yap and be my normal, jolly, joyful, happy, energetic self when I'm just really having a bad day. I don't feel like being a chatty Cathy. I did make bread this morning and it was amazing. I have a huge list right here on the other side of the cabinet of my to-do list this week. I have a ton of mango habaneros left over, specifically this many. I had more than this, but they're starting to go bad in the fridge, so I picked out the ones that were not bad, and I need to make something with this week. I have a recipe in one of these canning cookbooks I bought this year. This one is the all new Ball Book of Canning and Preserving. I love this. This is where I made my fermented hot sauce recipe from, but there's a recipe in here for mango habanero wing and dipping sauce. And I have almost everything to make it. It only calls for 5 habaneros though, so I can make a crap load of that. I don't know that I want to, but I do think there's a lot of people that would enjoy this like wing sauce situation for like a holiday gift. I have some things on this shelf you can barely see that I have canned for holiday gifts to give away. Anyway, so I need to do something with my habaneros. We need to wrap Christmas presents. I need to bottle my hot sauces. I bought these cute samplers. Let me show you. I bought these really cute, I don't know why this is over here. I bought these really cute like sample size hot sauce bottles that I want to package up to give to people. Oh my God, I need to schedule my car inspection and renew my car registration. I need to mail some holiday gifts. I need to finish some socks this week. And then last year, I think it was last year, I don't remember if I talked about this. If you've heard of Amish Friendship Bread Starter, somebody at my husband's work gave us some as a gift, and it's basically like they give you a bag of starter more or less, and it ferments, and they give you instructions for how to like grow it and ferment it and double it in size over like 10 days. And then at the end of the 10 days, it has made enough that you should be able to give it away to like up to like 8 or 10 people. It's an insane amount. And then you save a little bit and you bake with it on the final day. So I actually ended up giving the starter that I grew to my in-laws last year, and we have all had a ton of fun like baking with it this past year. And when we have leftover, we've all frozen it. So I have 1 bag left. I think most of us have 1 bag left. And we've all been thinking about getting it back out and growing it and baking something with it. The recipe they give you is for like Amish friendship bread, which I made, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't like, but there's this website called Amish Friendship Kitchen, and it gives you all types of recipes that you can make with your starter. So like I made for Mother's Day this year, I made waffle batter with it, and Zach made a quiche, and we drove up to surprise my mom and made her breakfast, and it made fantastic waffles. You can make pretzels. There's literally so many things you can make with it. Breads. Anyway, so I have 1 starter left, and so I think I'm going to take it out this week. I have a Thrive Market order. I think I have to finalize it today. We've been doing Thrive Market. I don't know if I talked about this. But our Thrive Market order, I think it ships this week. We have to finalize it today. But I ordered more stuff to make the starter from Thrive Market to grow my starter, the flour really. So I need to take my starter out of the fridge once that comes, or out of the freezer once that comes, because I'm going to grow more. That was long-winded. But anyhow, I am going to grow more to give to my family this year for Christmas, because I think they would really enjoy it. Anyhow, so those are just a few of the things that I need to accomplish this week on top of everything else in my life. Anyway, so needless to say, I need to go and accomplish one final thing for the end of my day. And then I am going to go to the naturopath with my husband for a little checkup. I am honestly a little bit nervous. I shouldn't say nervous, but I can just tell like the holiday eating is catching up with my gallbladder right now. Like I don't really have gallbladder attacks anymore. My gallstones are gone, but I can just tell like I've really become in tune with my body. And ooh, that's a good cup. I made a good cup. I'm just really, really in tune with my body now. And so I can tell certain things that I eat or sleeping, like I've never been so in tune with how my body is feeling than in this past year. And so like when I tell you that like working with him and just like, I feel like I've never been more in control of my body, if that makes sense. I can tell exactly what's going on. I have solutions in my mind to help myself feel better, whether it's gallbladder related or not. Like I can just tell how my body is just genuinely functioning. And I have my own like now toolkit, if you will, of foods I know I will eat that like when I tell you like I'm just such a firm believer that food is medicine. Like food is medicine, and I'm just like so grateful to have been able to learn about the things I have learned over the last year or so in like my gallbladder saving journey that has just like truly made me a better person and has made my health so much better. I just feel like it has enhanced so many things in my life. And I'm so grateful for it. And I really love it so much. So anyway, I could talk about this forever, but I have my own little toolkit now of recipes that work well for me. It's like I talked about flu stew. It literally saves my life. The little like adrenal mocktails I've been sharing with you, the teas I like to drink. Like I've really truly created like a health and wellness routine for myself, and I feel really good about it. I know it works for me. I know how I can have certain things in moderation. I know what things I need to avoid and when I need to avoid them. Like I feel really confident in my ability to like, I don't know, use food to heal myself, but also like enjoy food as the way it's meant to be enjoyed, because food is very delicious and there's so many different things you can do with it. Anyway, I'm on a tangent now, but I need to go back upstairs. Look, I got myself out of my bad mood by talking about all the fun things I have to do. So I have just gotten back from my naturopath, and my gallbladder is in fact very upset with me, and so I have now been put on a no yeast, no dairy, no sugar, and no alcohol diet. Yippee, just in time for the holidays. For the foreseeable future, at least until I go back to see him next, and that isn't until mid-January. So now I have to rethink everything I do and eat. Yippee. So I have some laundry I need to finish here, and so I'm going to end out today's video. So I'm actually going to go edit the video and then take care of the laundry, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.